In this video, we'll be looking at this black Voyage Zephyr Pro travel backpack that they sent me over to check out. This is a pretty unique backpack because it's a 35-liter backpack, but it can hold up to 60 liters worth of things due to the built-in vacuum seal technology. That's kind of the main selling point of this bag, which we'll get into later, but it has a ton of other good qualities as well, so we'll start looking over those first. Just starting off with the materials, it is definitely a very premium feeling bag. I have it in the cloud weave material here. You can buy it in Cordura or X-Spec as well, which will just change the overall material of the bag on the front and sides and all that. It does feel like kind of a soft rubbery material. It's definitely going to be water resistant as well, so I think it looks really good and feels really good as well. And similar thing for all of our zippers here, we do have that YKK AquaGuard technology, so it's going to be water resistant, and it's going to be the same on the front here, and then the back zippers as well. So we do have those AquaGuard zippers on the exterior of the entire bag, so even if you're wearing this in the rain or you get splashed or something like that, you shouldn't have to worry about the contents of your bag getting wet. And just starting off with this left side, we do have two buckles to provide some extra compression if you want to. You can of course unbuckle them to actually access the contents of your bag. But of course, if you wanted to fill the bag a lot and you just wanted to compress it a little bit more, you can actually use these buckles and kind of pull it in and do it that way. On this side, we also have our single water bottle pocket. There's not going to be one on both sides, but there's one on this side. You can actually access this by unzipping here. So it's going to be kind of a much thinner pocket if you have it zipped, which is nice. So if you want to put something smaller in here, it will still be secure with this zipper zipped. But we can of course unzip it here. Then it will reveal the stretchy elastic piece here, which should fit a wide variety of water bottles. And moving on to the back of the bag, there's a lot going on back here. I think there's a lot of things you can kind of clip things onto, which I think is nice. If you have carabiners or something, you can clip things onto here, for example, clip things onto here as well, and here as well. So a bunch of places you can clip things onto, which I think is nice. And our back straps are adjustable in two different locations. You can adjust them here at the top to make them a little bit shorter, and you can adjust them here as well. So if you wanted to make them tighter, you can kind of control the length and the tightness of them that way. We also have this really nice magnetic fidlock chest strap. To open it, you just pull on this little cord here, and that will kind of release it like that. But then to actually clasp it, you just put it over like this, and then it will clip on magnetically. So it's going to be super secure, of course, not going anywhere kind of any way you pull it. But if you pull this little tab, it will easily release, and then you can clasp it just like that. So that's going to be our chest strap, of course, but we do also have some hip straps included. So if you want to attach these in case you're carrying 60 liters worth of things, for example, these are going to help you distribute that weight. So you can, of course, just clip them on the bottom here when you want to use them, clasp them, and then it will make all that weight a lot more comfortable to carry. And when you're not using these hip straps, there is a pocket on the back where you can store them. You can store, of course, whatever you want in here. It's kind of a big security pocket. You can unzip this part all the way down. And if you want to put the hip straps in here, you can. They fit really nicely. So it's not going to be taking up any space in the main compartment of your bag. So it's kind of a nice out-of-the-way place to store them. I think this pocket is cool for more than just that, however. It is a very large security pocket, as I was saying. So it does go kind of from the top all the way to the bottom of the bag. A lot of room all around the sides here. I'm not exactly sure what you would put in here, but the nice thing is, of course, if you're wearing the bag, this pocket will be really secure. It's still going to be water resistant, but you can, of course, put whatever you want in here. I think you could even fit a laptop if you really wanted to. So you can put that in there and then zip it up like this. That's already going to be very secure because, of course, when you're wearing the bag, no one's going to be able to access that pocket. But beyond that, we can also kind of flip up the zipper here and then put this Velcro over the top as well. So even more, you can't even see the zipper to unzip it, which makes it very secure. And as far as our padding goes, both the back and the straps are very padded, as you can see. So we do have kind of this nice foam on the top here. Same on both sides, of course. Then we do have a nice foam here as well. It's going to be in 4 different compartments all across the back here. And it's kind of an airy foam, so it has a bunch of holes in it, as you can see. So it's going to be very comfortable due to the foam, but still pretty breathable due to the holes in it. We also have this kind of stretchy mesh over it, which adds to the breathability. The final thing on the back here is this luggage strap. We do have some black Voyage branding on it, but this strap will go over your roller bag's handle while you're traveling, and it will hold this backpack vertically and ensure it doesn't fall off. And this strap will serve another purpose as well. If you want to unclip these backpack straps, you can actually put them in here. Then it will kind of keep them out of the way in case you want to carry this backpack by one of its handles instead. And getting into the right side of the bag here, we do have one of those handles. So we have one here to, of course, carry it. Then we have one on the top as well. So it is a very nice and sturdy handle. And beyond that, we also have our TSA luggage lock. So this back pocket will be able to be locked with that. We'll look at this pocket in a second, but this is meant for your iPad and laptop and those kind of more expensive devices. So it is nice you're able to secure that pocket using the built-in TSA lock. The final thing on this side is this built-in USB port. This is going to have a USB-C and USB-A port. So the idea is that you connect a portable charger inside your bag. And then you can easily charge your phone or other device directly from this port here. And getting into the actual bag here, we'll start with this front pocket. It's going to be kind of your quick access tech pocket is how I see it. Most of the materials in this pocket are very soft, so they won't scratch up your devices, but on the front here we have two kind of elastic pockets. I think those will be good for your chargers and cables and whatnot. Then we just have another general pocket here, and I really like this kind of center pocket here. I think it's really good for keeping your documents. Of course, you can keep them in the secure pocket at the back if you want to, but for me personally, this is a great pocket to keep my passport and credit cards and things that I can easily access and I know exactly where they are, but they're still separated from the main bag. And behind this zipper pocket, we have another kind of general pocket, and then we do have these two really soft pockets. This is a really soft kind of stretchy material here that would be really good for, I think, AirPods or potentially anything that you really don't want to get scratched because these particular pockets are super soft. On the back here we have some nice felt as well, so there's also going to be a really soft area. I think you could even potentially keep sunglasses and such in here if you want to, because it is all going to be covered in felt. And this section here is a little magnet, so when I drop this, it will stay securely closed. The final piece we have in here is a dedicated keyring. I think this is especially nice because it's hard to decide what you're doing with your home keys when you're on vacation. So this is kind of nice. You can just put the keys on this dedicated hook here, keep them in your bag, and you know exactly where they are for when you get home. You can also open this magnetic clasp if you want to use the keys, so you just open it, use the keys to open a door or whatever, and then it will clasp back on. And then our next pocket here will be our main pocket. You can choose to kind of open it halfway and access things this way. So if you wanted to grab a camera or whatever, you can kind of just reach in the bag and grab it that way. But it of course does open all the way as well. So if you wanted to open it this way, kind of like a suitcase, you can open it and it folds over. I think opening it like this is for sure the easiest way to pack it, but then you can of course kind of open it halfway to grab whatever you need. Fully opening it also reveals the vacuum seal pocket. The idea is you can kind of put your clothes and other things that compact down in there, and then put whatever else you want on top of it. So that will potentially be things like your camera or headphones or other things like that you want to kind of have quick access to. When you actually get to the hotel, you take all those things out and then open this to get to your clothes. We'll do a test of this vacuum seal pocket later on, but on the left side here we do have some other pockets as well. There are 3 separate pockets here you can use to kind of organize whatever you want. They're all nice and pretty soft here, so you can put kind of cables here if you want, or of course organize your underwear or socks or whatever it is. But it's nice that we have 3 separate pockets so you can organize everything properly. What I think is kind of cool is beyond these 3 pockets, we also have one really big one underneath all of them. I think this is going to be ideal for shoes or other clothes. That kind of opens up really large here, so it also goes all the way up top here. It is kind of just a nice big pocket that's separate from the rest of the main compartment. So that's what the main compartment looks like in the 35-liter state. We can actually unzip another zipper here to expand that main compartment as well. So even separate from the vacuum seal compartment, you can actually expand the main bag to reach a capacity of 50 liters. To do that, we can unbuckle these side buckles here. Then we access this zipper that is behind this main one here. So we can just open this. You'll see it is kind of expanding already. Zip all around. And just by unzipping that zipper, you do have an extra 15 liters of space. It's nice that you can keep it zipped if you're not carrying too much. But if you want, you can open that expansion, and then we do have the vacuum seal compartment to add even more space. One thing to note, however, is this expansion part does not appear to be weather sealed. So if you open this, it might be a little bit more exposed to the elements. Of course, the rest of the bag is going to be weather sealed on the zippers and the actual material and everything. But the material in this expansion section looks like it might allow a little bit more water in. So it's something to think about if you're going to be using it in the rain while it's expanded. Our final pocket here is going to be the back pocket. It's meant for your laptop and iPad and those kind of devices. Go ahead and unzip this part here. This is also where you will keep your power bank and then connect it to that USB port on the side. First opening this here, first you'll see the USB-A cable. Again, you connect the power bank to this and that will make these ports active. But beyond that, we do have a bunch of different pockets here. I think this one's kind of ideal for that power bank, so you can hold that and then connect the cable there. This one I think is great for your phone. But then in the back here, we have a nice big main compartment for your laptop, and it has some nice elastic as well to keep it secure. We have the same elastic for our iPad section in front of here, so the idea is your laptop goes here, iPad goes here, and both will be secured using this elastic. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but all the way at the bottom here we have another divider. So if you want to keep some cables or documents or something down here at the bottom, it'll be pretty easy to organize those as well. And as I mentioned, the cool thing about this pocket is it's all going to be secured with this TSA lock. So you can put most of your valuable electronics and documents and such in this back pocket here, and then you actually just kind of clip these zippers into place. And now that pocket will be securely locked until you enter the right combination. Alright, so finally I'm going to do a test of this vacuum seal pocket here. This is going to be an IPX8 sealed pocket, so it's not only going to prevent any air from coming in, but it's also going to be dust and water resistant. It does say that seal will last for more than 150 hours, which I think is longer than most people would need, but in case you do need longer, it does come with a very compact pump. This is going to be a pretty powerful 60 PA pump that literally fits in the palm of your hand. It does not have a built-in battery, so you'll need to power it off of your phone or a portable charger or something, but it does come with that cable built into the kind of lanyard here. So you can just take out this cable, plug it in, power it with the external power source, and remove more air whenever you need. It also makes it very easy to reseal it, of course. If you're traveling and you open it and then you want to reseal it before your next destination, you can just pull out this pump and reseal it again. So the advantage of it not having a built-in battery means that it's very compact, but it also won't turn on accidentally in your bag, which I think is another big plus. And the seal for this compartment is maintained by this very heavy-duty zipper. It does have a pretty unique pull in it just because you do have to actually pull on it pretty hard in order to break that seal and get it moving. Thankfully, it does have a nice plastic tab here, so you can kind of just hold this with one hand, pull this with the other hand, and then you'll be able to open it that way. When you're closing it, of course, you do want to make sure you close it all the way so that no air gets out. But for our packing here, I'm going to try to put this winter jacket, and then a bunch of different miscellaneous clothes here. So this all would completely fill the bag, but I'm going to see how well that vacuum seal technology does at freeing up extra space. Alright, so I've got everything in there, and I would say the bag is just about at max capacity right now. Of course, there's still a space for my laptop and potentially some other tech and such in the front. But in terms of this main pocket here, there's really not much else I could add. I'll go ahead and vacuum seal it, however, and we'll see how much space is freed up. So it's pretty simple to do here. You first just want to make sure the zipper is fully closed so that no air gets out. Then we can open up this valve here, put the pump on here like this. Make sure it's nice and secure on there. And then we can take the USB-C cable from the lanyard here, connect it to the base of the pump. Attach our portable charger. Then it will be receiving power. Now we just go ahead and push this button on the pump. So this is what it looks like with the air removed. We can go ahead and close this valve here. You can see that there was quite a bit of space that was freed up. I wouldn't say it's a ton of space, but it's definitely enough for a couple of days of extra clothing. I could probably put like 3 or 5 t-shirts here, put some underwear and pants and stuff all around here as well. And especially if we kind of tuck things around the sides, there definitely is a lot more space that was freed up. And that's on top of the fact that I put 2 jackets, 3 shirts, 3 pairs of pants, and a pair of shorts in here, which on its own is very impressive for a backpack of this size. The fact that we have space to add even more things, not to mention the backs, pockets, and the front and all that, definitely makes it a very capable travel backpack in terms of capacity. So overall, I think this is a really solid backpack for traveling. From the build quality to the material choices to the design, it looks and feels very premium, and you can tell that a lot of time went into making it. As I mentioned earlier, that vacuum seal compartment is going to be kind of the main selling point of the bag, but I think even if it didn't have that feature, it would still be a very solid backpack. That being said, it is very nice to have that compartment, especially if you're going to be bringing some bigger puffy coats or large sweaters or something like that, because as you saw, it really compacts things down quite a bit. Just one of the coats I put inside of it would essentially take up the whole bag on its own and be really annoying to deal with, so it's nice that you can just put it in the vacuum compartment, remove the air, and then you have it out of the way. A couple things to keep in mind, however, is I would say the bag is fairly heavy. It's heavier than most backpacks I've used at just over 5 pounds. So I think even empty, it is a little bit heavier than I would expect it to be. I don't think it's really a huge deal because if you're filling it up with 60 liters of things, you're not really going to notice the extra pound or so. But overall, it's definitely not a lightweight backpack for its size. That being said, both the shoulder straps and the back padding are both pretty comfortable thanks to the diamond design and the built-in foam. And on top of that, we have not only a chest strap but a hip strap as well, both of which do a very good job of supporting the bag's weight even if it's at its max capacity. Another thing to keep in mind is the bag doesn't have much structure to it. The positive side of this is it can compress quite a bit for storage, but the negative side is that it's not very protective. I will say that it's fine for your iPad and laptop with a dedicated pocket, but for someone like me that travels with their camera almost everywhere, I'd be a little bit worried about keeping it in this bag alone. I'd probably want to add some additional foam padding or even bring the camera bag inside of this backpack just to make sure it's a little bit more protective. This bag isn't trying to be a photography bag, and I think if it was more rigid, it'd actually be a negative thing for a lot of people, but if you travel often with a big camera or other bulky fragile gear, this is something to keep in mind. All in all though, this is definitely one of the nicest backpacks I've used. This will certainly be my bag of choice when I have a ton of clothes to bring, but I don't want to have to worry about checking a bag. While this is technically slightly too big to qualify as a personal item, I would say with most airlines you won't have any issues. That's not going to be guaranteed of course, but I've traveled with a bag that's very similar in size and I haven't had any problems using it as a personal item. I think that's because the dimensions are just close enough, and especially if you're wearing it on your back, it's usually not an issue. So the fact that you'll most likely get away with using this as a personal item and you can still bring a separate carry-on definitely makes this an even better travel bag.